So first step is the planning and design. So during this stage, engineers associate with the local bodies to assess the expected traffic volume. So this topic we will be discussing in module 3. So they assess the traffic volume and the environmental impacts. Then they conduct a survey to determine the site topography and the soil condition. These are the various soil tests conducted for the road construction. Field test, field density test is done by Korkuttar method. Plate load test to calculate the bearing capacity of the soil. CBR test is done to find the thickness of the pavement and the subgrade, modulus of subgrade reaction. So based on this information, engineers create a detailed design plan that include the road alignment, cross-section and the drainage system. Second step is the site preparation, which include the removal of vegetation. Removal, if there is any existing structure, we have to remove the existing structure. Then if needed, we have to dump the subgrade material from outside. Then grading of the subgrade material and the rolling of the subgrade material is done. So if additional subgrade is needed for the road construction, after filling the subgrade material, you have to do the field test. So step 3 is the construction of base and sub-base course. So the base course is made up of crushed stone. Below the base course is the sub-base course. Sub-base course is made up of compacted soil or recycled material or broken stone. And the top layer is the surface course, which is made up of bituminous material. So now the sub-base course. Sub-base course is prepared by two different materials. First one is the granular sub-base. Second one is the wet mix macadam. So in granular sub-base, the broken stone of maximum size 60 mm is used. Then quarry dust and water is used, and the thickness of the sub-base course using GSB is around 100 mm to 150 mm. Second material used is wet mix macadam. So here the broken stone of size 40 mm, maximum size 40 mm is used. Quarry dust and water is used. They are properly mixed, laid and compacted, and the thickness of the wet mix macadam course is 150 mm to 200 mm. And now for the construction of base course, we are using two methods. First is the grouted or penetration method. Second is the premix pavement. In grouted or penetration method, we are using penetration macadam built up spray grout. And the next is the premix pavement. In premix pavement, we are using bituminous macadam, bituminous concrete and mastic asphalt. Fourth step is paving and compaction. So in the fourth step, we are using bituminous material or asphalt for paving the road, or concrete is used for paving the rigid pavement. So paving process mainly involve laying asphalt in layers and compact using the rollers. So now we will see the construction of the top layer, that is the surface layer. So surface layer is bituminous surface dressing. So for bituminous surface dressing, the material adopted is bitumen of grade 80 by 100 to 180 by 200. So bitumen of grade 80 by 100 means during the penetration test, The penetration value obtained is between 8 to 10 mm. And here tar or cutback may be used. And the specification of aggregate as given, it should be clean, strong and durable, and the properties are listed in the table. Los Angeles value 35%, impact value 30, water absorption 1%, stripping value 25%, size 9 mm to 12 mm, and the quantity used is 0.09 to 0.15 meter cube per 10 meter square. So the bituminous surface dressing is used to provide a thin wearing coat over the existing pavement. So the function of the wearing course is to act as a waterproof and to make the surface dust free. So now the construction procedure is, first step, we have to prepare the existing surface. So the surface layer is always laid over the base course. So we have to clean the base course and then apply the tack coat. So tack coat is a layer provided over the base course or the binder course. So binder course is actually an optional layer. So if the road pavement is not having a binder course, we have to apply the tack coat over the base course. And over the tack coat we have to apply the surface course. And on top of the surface course we have to apply the seal coat. So tack coat is a light application of emulsion between hot mixed bitumen layers, designed to create a strong adhesive bond without slippage. So over the base course you have to apply the tack coat. Second step is the application of the binder. Bitumen binder is applied using mechanical sprayer or by manual pouring. So here in the first figure you can see the bitumen is poured on the surface. That is the tack coat. Third step is application of stone chipping. Stone chipping is spread over the surface uniformly as per the required quantity. So after applying the tack coat, you have to spread the aggregates or the stone chips. That is shown in the second figure. The fourth step is you have to roll the surface. Surface is rolled either with a tandem roller or with a smooth roller from edge to the center without any overlapping. And the last is the finishing and opening stage. Surface is checked for the cross profile and opened to the traffic after 24 hours. So rolling is done here. So now we will see the construction of the base layers. So we have already discussed that the base layer is constructed using these two methods, that is the grouted or penetration method, which include penetration macadam, built up a spray grout, and this is a very important topic. Then second method is premix pavement, that is bituminous macadam, bituminous concrete or mastic asphalt. So you have to by heart one or two methods, which very important one is penetration macadam, bituminous macadam, and bituminous concrete. So that we are discussing here. So first method to construct the base layer is by penetration macadam. So here the material used is bitumen of high viscosity or tar of grade RT4 or RT5. So RT5 or 4 means road tar 4 or 5, because the road tar are usually classified from RT1 to RT5 based on the viscosity and the other properties. For example, RT4 is mainly used for premixing in the base course. The specific gravity is 1.28 and the specification of the aggregate is given in the table. Los Angeles value is 40, impact value is 30, water absorption 1%, stripping value 25, and the size of the aggregate used for this construction is 20 mm to 80 mm. So all this experiment we have explained in the previous videos. You can refer to those videos. What is the procedure to do the Los Angeles test, impact value test, water absorption and stripping value. So the penetration macadam is used as a base course. So here the broken stones are dry compacted and hot bitumen binder is sprayed at the top. So when we apply the hot bitumen binder, it penetrates into the voids of the aggregate and bind the aggregate together. So in the figure you can see full grouted penetration macadam and half grouted penetration macadam. So in full grouted, the bitumen penetrate into the full thickness and then it coat the aggregate. So next we will see the detailed construction procedure. So first step is the preparation of the existing surface. We have to clean the surface, that is we have to clean the subbase course and we have to apply the prime coat. So prime coat bitumen is applied on top of the surface subbase course. So here you can see the prime coat is applied over the subbase. So here the subbase used is water mix macadam. Sorry, wet mix macadam. So this we have already discussed. So these are the two materials used for the preparation of the subbase course, wet mix and GSB. So now the second step is you have to spread the coarse aggregate. So coarse aggregate is spread over the surface using mechanical method or by hand. So now proper edge protection is provided to avoid the spilling of the aggregate away from the profile. Then to provide the required camber, template cut is used. Third step is the surface is rolled using the rollers. Fourth step is the application of binder. So bitumen binder is applied using mechanical sprayer or by manual pouring. Then the fifth step is spreading of the key aggregate. So key aggregate is spread over the bitumen uniformly. Then the tack coat is applied over the key aggregate. So here the key, after spreading the key aggregate, we have to apply the key aggregate means we are providing the surface course. After the surface course, you have to apply the seal coat. Seal coat is the topmost layer provided. So here in the sixth step, you have to add seal coat is applied over the key aggregate layer. So key aggregate layer is the surface course. You have to make that correction. Seventh step is finishing and opening to the traffic. Surface is checked for the cross profile, unevenness index and open to the traffic after 24 hours. So here this is the good transverse profile of the road. So second method to construct the base course is by bituminous macadam. So here the material used is bitumen of grade 30 by 40, 60 by 70 or 80 by 100, and the tar used is RT4. So cutback or emulsion is used, and the specification of the aggregate is shown in the table. So for the bituminous macadam, the crushed aggregate is pre-mixed with bitumen in a hot mix plant. So the procedure for bituminous macadam and the third method, that is dense bituminous macadam, is almost same. So first step is the preparation of the mix. So mix is prepared in a hot mix plant for the bituminous macadam. So third step is the laid, that is the hot bitumen is laid in a compacted thickness of 75 mm or 50 mm. Depending on the gradation, it can be open graded or semi-dense bituminous macadam. So this is a figure showing the bituminous macadam road. So now the construction procedure. So this is the detailed procedure. First step is you have to clean the subbase layer. Then prime coat is applied. So after applying the prime coat, you have to spread the aggregate. So aggregate is already mixed with the bitumen in a hot mix plant. Then placing the premix. Premix is placed and spread using the rails. Camber profile is maintained properly. Fourth step is rolling. Surface is rolled with rollers, and the rolling is done from edge to the center without overlapping. And the last step is finishing and opening to the traffic. So dense bituminous macadam, that is the next method. So the procedure adopted is same as that of the bituminous macadam. So dense bituminous macadam is a binder course which is mainly provided if the traffic is more, that is heavy commercial vehicles are more on the road. In that case we have to use the dense bituminous macadam. So it provides a good quality smooth surface and it will improve the skid resistance. So the construction procedure is same as that of the previous case. First step is you have to clean the subbase course. Then prime coat is applied. So after applying the prime coat, we have to apply the bituminous mix which is prepared in the hot mix plant. Then we have to spread the mix. So after spreading the mix, we have to compact it using the rollers. So we can use the smooth wheel roller, intermediate rolling and finishing rolling. Finishing rolling is done by tandem roller, intermediate rolling is done by vibratory roller or pneumatic rollers. Then the last step is opening to the traffic. So after providing this dense bituminous macadam, the top layer provided is a tack coat. Tack coat is provided, and over the tack coat you have to apply the surface course. So next is the bituminous concrete, which is used as the base course. So here the steps are almost same as that of the dense bituminous macadam. So surface is swept clean, free from dust and other materials. Then we have to apply the tack coat. Then after applying the tack coat, we have to spread the mix. Then rolling is done, which is same as we have explained in the previous case. Then the last step is opening to the traffic. Traffic may be allowed immediately after completion of the final rolling. So this is the bituminous concrete road. So now over the surface course, we are always providing a seal coat. So seal coat is usually recommended as a top coat over the bituminous pavement, which are not impervious. So specification is suitable grade binder is used. Purpose of the seal coat is it acts as a sealer against the penetration of water, and it provides skid resistance and to enliven an existing dry or weathered bituminous surface. Next is the application of prime coat. Prime coat is an application of low viscosity cutback bitumen over the base course. So it is commonly prepared by mixing 80% of bitumen and 20% kerosene. So after preparing the prime coat, it is spread over the base course and allowed to dry for about 3 days. And the purpose of the prime coat is to fill the capillary voids present in the base course and to bind the material as a single unit and to act as a hardened or toughened surface, and it is sufficient to provide an adhesion between the base and the binder course. So thank you.